Chair Shot Reality, episode 350. Who would have thunk it? 350 weekends later, we are still kicking. Justin LeBar, Rennell Hunt, Juice Springsteen, Josh Eisenberg's down in Florida, and we're going to start off with the big... What the hell is that?
Is that Goldberg?
Do we need to cut? Why are we playing? Why are we playing music?
Audio issues before.
Oh, what is this? Are you kidding me? What? Who invited you? Who invited?
Oh, just
Wow,
leave.
yes,
Oh my gosh. Big Kahuna's in town, huh?
Wow. The
Security.
return of Brian Ghoulish.
Security.
Gentlemen,
We lost the security when we added your two salaries, and then that's what happens.
SmackDown announced it.
Wow. This just look like a SmackDown.
I don't see
Brian Ghoulish, it's been like a year.
I don't see number 4, so he was obviously next, and now you're next, and you're next, and
Wow.
you're next.
Brian Ghoulish back.
Hi, folks.
It has been like a year, right?
It has been quite a bit of time.
Well, Brian Ghoulish back. Juice, Rennell, LeBar. Well, Brian, you're an expert in knee injuries. Seth Rollins.
Great segue.
Second. Let's think.
Hey, you've got injured before.
Second knee injury in like 15 months. Suffers it during an awkward scuffle with Samoa Joe on Monday Night Raw. And now it looks, there's a lot of conflicting reports as we speak right now that 6 to 8 weeks, maybe right around when WrestleMania is going to be. Gentlemen, reaction to the injury, and should Seth Rollins even be considered for WrestleMania at this moment?
I tell you what, I don't think he should be considered. I know they want him in Triple H, but at the end of the day, do not risk, similar to what they didn't do with Finn Balor. I'm glad he didn't get rushed back for the Rumble. You take your time with this. If it's not his ACL and it's just his MCL, it's a 4 to 6 week thing without surgery. D'Angelo Williams of the Steelers had the surgery this year, fixed up the knee. MCL is just a stabilizer on the outside of your knee, medial collateral ligament. Have it done on my knee as well. That said, I still would not rush him back. No reason to rush your, for the lack of a better term, main guy back who's not a Triple H or a John Cena or a part-timer like a Brock or a Goldberg. I think that you'd be very careful because this is the future of your WWE for the next 10 years.
I think you got that right, and of course you know about the injuries, so you're like a doctor on this show.
Yeah, Grandpa Ghoulish.
And a shoulder and a wrist.
But yeah, I think Seth Rollins should be on the shelf still if it's something more serious. If it's his MCL, I think they should just try to go for it and keep him off TV and make it. I mean, it's not a work. He's actually injured. Make it more of Joe really injured him and have him come up and go against
Well, that's
Triple
the
H
thing
Mania.
people need to realize, and Rev, you being a professional wrestler, you know this. Look, it was an accident. No, it was not planned. If it was planned, then Joe's attack would have focused on the knee. Yeah. He would have took a chair. Or he would have focused on the knee. There was no focus of the knee. It was just that awkward, that awkward turn he took as they went to the mat. But hey, what's done is done. The injuries happen. You can't change it. So Rev, you know what to do as a heel. You run with it. Take that heat.
Go with the
Take
gold.
that heat. I wish more guys were like Samoa Joe on social media. I love the fact that he was taunting it. I'm sure Seth Rollins said, "Hey, dude, if I want to be on the shelf, you might as well get some heat out of it."
The thing is, any person, if something is given to you, especially as a heel, I know this personally, from my experience, me being a bad guy right now, if it's given to you, you have to take it and suck it for all it's worth. But the thing is like this, on the other side,
Good choice of words.
goodness gracious, I had to think about that for a sec. On the other side of things, I feel for Seth Rollins, man, because I understand what it's like to be so close to something that you've had as a mission, especially since you were sidetracked before, but now it seems like you're going to be off the shelf. Every single person's goal as a wrestler is to go into business in one piece and come out as one piece. I agree with what you guys said. You cannot just rush back. Take your time. There's plenty of things that happen. You go in as one piece. What happens when you rush back? You come in as one piece. Next thing you know, you're going to roll a snake eye somewhere along. You're going to fall to pieces. You're going to be broken. Take your time. Come back, restore, rebuild.
So there's going to be 8 Seth Rollins coming back.
Dice. How many would you have? One in there?
We might grow the shield back. You never know.
It's common sense here. Is the fact of, I know people want to see Seth Rollins versus Triple H, but it's like if you rush him, if you rush this at all, Imagine him being in the middle of the WrestleMania ring and re-injuring, and he can't get, and they have to go to a quick audible finish. That's terrible.
That's the worst thing.
That's not what
put
you want.
pressure-
Not at all.
Don't put pressure on Seth Rollins, because if you tell Seth, we're counting on you to have this match, have a Triple H Mania caliber match, you know he's damn well going to show up and he's going to give it his best. Don't pressure his rehab. Take him off the card. Take him out of everybody's mindset. And you know what? If he rehabs quick and with quality, let him be a surprise the night after Mania.
I think one thing that I'm kind of baffling with, and I remember Eric Bischoff talked about this as well. But on the creative side of things, do you keep Triple H somewhere in it and have a replacement for Seth, or do you completely?
I think you just go. I think you just go with Joe. Don't just go with Joe. You know why muddy the waters with shuffling everything else? Just let's say, hey, look, Samoa Joe did his job. Let Samoa Joe get real cocky. Let him get real big-headed, and Triple H say, hey, remember who works for who, and then.
And that's exactly what happened with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins was Triple H's
On a
chosen
fast
one.
track, yeah.
Exactly, on a very fast track.
Immediately.
60 days
Here,
or so.
you did my work, but let's fight already.
But you know, on that point though, you guys are right. It's 60-something days to Mania from this point, but you can make it seem longer by bringing the past in. Let Triple H say, hey Joe, remember who took you from nowhere and brought you to NXT, the hottest brand.
And you can still do
make some
Triple H
history into
Seth
it.
Rollins at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Sure, WrestleMania is the marquee, but if you still have an opportunity to have, and let's be honest, Triple H is still one of their best draws when it comes to an in-ring performer, have him with Joe, have them execute that, and then if he is healthy enough to come out and do a run in at Mania, forget Raw, have him come do a run in at Mania, maybe take them both out.
Yeah. I don't hate that.
He can still have his big moment and get revenge on Triple H. If he can't have a match with him, we might as well take him out at WrestleMania.
We got Eisenberg. We got more conversation.
Still blows my mind.
I mean, you gonna stick around and you gonna do another segment?
I might have to stick.
All right. Goals, you're gonna stick. What do we got next? Juice, you're being bumped. Josh, we'll bump. We're gonna talk. We'll talk Orton winning the Rumble. Goals, you're sticking around. Don't go anywhere. It's 350. #WZCSR 350.